Sup? So, I have a Kizer here. It's a Kizer Raze. S45BN, titanium, camo. Yep. Pocket knife. Pocket knife. Let's get a look at this. Kind of an interesting bag. It's a stretchy material. Of course, it comes with the standard stuff in here. Yeah. Raze, look at this beauty. Yep, titanium. Wonderful carbon fiber here. It's got a great texture to it too. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Look at this blade. Yep. Beautiful. Look at this gorgeous thing, man. What a work of art. Yeah, so I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. I really like this piece. I think it's got a DLC coating on it. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I'm a little distracted this morning. So today, Charlie Kirk was assassinated in front of a crowd. How about them apples? Yep. And, it's interesting because I've been watching what's going on in our country like everybody else. And, I have this platform with, a couple of people hang out here, not too many. And I'm pretty careful about, just trying to keep it about this, right? And I have my little Easter eggs and I drop little things here and there. And, about a month ago, I was talking with one of my older sons, and we were talking about some of the stuff that's going on in the country. And he said, he's got a young son now that's going to be school age in a bit. And so he's got some concerns about some of the stuff that's going on in the schools. And him and his wife are talking about homeschooling my grandson because of their concerns. And of course, he's in Minnesota. And so we were talking about some of the madness that's going on in Minnesota right now. And he said, well, Dad, what do I do? I mean, you can vote, you can do, but the inner cities have been indoctrinated, and they select the politicians in the state because they have the population density in those areas. So I could say it to be true. If you drive through those states, a lot of these Midwestern states, when you drive through them during elections, you see the little election boards all over in people's yards and of course, when you look at the political maps, what you see is that for the most part, these Midwestern states are very conservative, except when you get to the density of the center of these cities. When you get there, then everything changes. And that center of those cities decide the fate of the whole state. And there's this feeling of exasperation for a lot of people in these states. And my sons can be included in that because they don't really have a say, because where they live out of the cities, their votes kind of don't count. And so we were talking about this, and he said, "Well, Dad, what can I do?" And I said, "Well, I don't know the answer to it, but I think it's time. I think it's quick becoming the time where sitting on our hands and being silent and tolerant, those days are about over." You know, when you think about how they've treated the heinous murder of that girl on the subway. I know that I personally am sick of it. And I'm sick of biting my tongue. I'm sick of political correctness. I'm sick of injustice prevailing wins. And so expect a change on the channel. And honestly, I don't really care. It's never been about the money or any of that for me, so it doesn't really matter. And if we have a like mind, then maybe I'll say something that makes sense. And if we don't, you can kick rocks, beat feet, man. And if you have a problem with what I'm saying, you can take it up with your mom. I don't much care. She knows how I feel about things because I whisper it in her ear from behind on a regular basis. Yeah. So, as a human being, as a man, as a Christian, I struggle to offer the other cheek. I struggle to watch my tongue. I struggle to have a temperament of peace and love. And you know, some would say that as a Christian, I shouldn't struggle because the evidence of my fruit is born in my peace and my love. And that may be true. I can't tell you it's not true. All I can tell you is that I struggle in these areas. And the reason, I think, is because I personally have a PhD in horrific ways of the world. I am much more adept at taking it on than to letting it slide by. And so I'm going to take the advice that I gave my son, is that we just can't take it no more. We have to, with our words and our actions, become louder than this minority that is trying to take over our societies. It's insanity. Yeah. So inside of the video of this beautiful little Kizer knife Raze, there's my rant. And you can watch for more of it because there'll be more. Yeah, I really like this piece. And it's wonderful in the hand. It's got great action. Of course, in the span of this video, I've broken in, but it's got a great thumb flick, a nice reverse flick. The front flipper is very snappy. It's got good jimping, excellent ergonomics, very comfortable in the hand. It's got a reverse grip. And then my favorite right here, you know, for instance, if somebody was being attacked around me, I'm pretty sure that I could bring this down with a very confident grip to do the right thing. Yep. Check the pocket clip to see how well it will ride in my pocket. And when I reached back to find it, would it be there? So it's got about 1/4 of an inch sticking out of the pocket. It's got great tension. I like it. I'm not sure how it's going to fare on the thicker stuff. Yeah, it run out of space between the back of the clip and the front of the scale. My spot in the back pocket, this is maybe a little slimmer and more refined to be a back pocket knife, but it would easily carry there for sure. I think that's like Nebula is what it's called. I don't know. Nice little liner lock. It's locked up about 40%. I don't have any issues that it's going to function well. Sharpness, yeah, I'm pretty sure with that needle tip and the sharpness on this blade from base to tip, this thing would be lethal if it needed to be. Yeah, it's got nice milling and the titanium scales. Well, let me find out what this is called and then get you a price on this. You could find this currently for sale over at Timber's Edge Knives. And then I'll find out if that's a DLC coating on there. I think it is. It's got S45VN steel. Gorgeous. Yeah, what a really pretty knife. Okay, so let's cover first things first. It is a DLC coating. They call this Camo 80S carbon fiber. And it's just gorgeous. It's got like the watermelon pink in the center. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's got like a grippy texture to it as well. I didn't check safety on this knife, but I'm pretty sure it's solid. It's got a titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip. The tip is well recessed, so the clip's good, tip's good. Can handle it any way I want. Wonderful knife. And so you can find this over at Timber's Edge Knives for $189. And of course, if you subscribe over there and respond to the email that's sent to you, you got to watch for it because those emails can tend to go into spam folders. So if the return email when you subscribe goes into your spam folder, you got to find it in there because you got to reply to it for your discount code to become active. You got to activate your subscription. But with that, takes about $18 off the price of this knife, which brings it down to what, 170, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I can't do the math, I guess, right now, but yeah, it's got a little choke up capability on there as well. Yeah, just a gorgeous knife. And of course that DLC, man, those DLC coatings are tough. You can scratch that. I mean, you'll scratch the titanium and the carbon fiber, and that blade will continue to look like brand new. Pretty cool piece. The Kizer Raze with a big helping of rant. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of the nonsense in our country and how I'm expected to be quiet about it. We're all expected to just be tolerant of the madness. And of course, you know, I've had opinions about a lot of it. Like, and I've lost some subscribers, come right out and told me, you know, that my right-wing views on boys and girls sports and in girls' bathrooms, they know where I stand politically, so they out. You know what? If that's how you feel, get out. Hit bricks, man. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Move down the street. You know, and be careful what you say in the comments because again, you know, I've had this too. Oh man, free speech, bro. Hey, you know what? You can say whatever you want over there. You come in here, this is my box. And if I don't like what you say, bounce. I don't care. It means nothing to me. You can go tell your mom. Go ask her about me. She'll tell you. She knows all about it, man.